Hi there, Virgo. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here, and this is your reading for the month of July. You can see we've got two decks here. This is a crystal deck, so I'm going to give you a crystal energy for the month ahead and your tarot cards. I always leave the details of the decks that I've used in the description, so if you're interested in those, then please check. Okay, so Virgo, what crystal are we going to take with us into the month of July? Okay. Right, let's see. Okay. Pink aventurine. So romance. Now, this doesn't necessarily, if you're in an existing relationship, it doesn't mean that you're going to have a new relationship. It means that, you're popping the romance back into things. So this feels like quite a positive, loving energy that's going to be around you for the month ahead. So that's pink aventurine. Very often the cards are relative to the crystal that you're given. So we shall see what tarot cards, what would the tarot like to tell you that could be cropping up in the month of July. Okay, so I'll read the cards as a story, starting at the beginning, the middle, and the end. Okay, so we begin the month feeling nostalgic. You're looking back to the past quite a bit with regards to, it feels as if you're overcoming like a financial obstacle. You're looking back at hard times for some reason. And it could be that actually you're coming to the end of a phase about a financial worrying about money for some reason. So you've got here, look, you see the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody who feels out in the cold financially. It's about worrying about not having enough. It's the lack card, lack of money, worrying about it. And actually sometimes it can be a reality. You've had quite some expenditure coming out, or there's been unexpected costs and things, so that is there. And you kind of are spending a lot of time at the beginning of the month reminiscing on that, looking back, because the Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia. So you're looking back on that time for some reason at the beginning of the month. And it could be that it's just coming to an end. And it is actually coming to an end because you've got the Wheel of the Fortune. So whatever hardships, you're looking back on this period of hardship, then things are about to change. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is the evolutionary change. So things happen because it's time. Nothing significant kind of comes in and shakes your world or anything like that. But it's just time for this phase in your life to move forward. So you're going to be moving forward. Luck is coming. There's a change of luck. It always feels as if it's like the luck comes around lots of choices. So you're presented with all these choices. And it's not ever a pleasant thing for Virgos to have to deal with, because you like to be, very methodical and quite practical about what's on option. You like to weigh up all your options. And it does feel as if at the end, in the middle of the month here, you've got this opportunity or you've got this situation where you're given the choice of something. And the choice comes about as a natural change. So you're going to be presented with a choice, a few choices actually, and you're going to be a little bit emotionally confused about which one to take, okay? And it's because it's time. So it's time to move on, essentially. But it confuses you for a while because something's moving. It's going into the past even more. A situation is changing and it confuses you because you don't feel that the time is right and the time is ready. But the cards are saying, yes, it is a natural time for things to change. They're releasing you from this worry about financial burdens. So you spend a lot of the time trying to sort things out from the past. It feels quite sticky, like you're trying to free yourself or release yourself from a past burden. I hope that makes sense to you. And you're worried about whether or not it's time. Like, it just feels like it's not quite ready. Do you know what I mean? There's still things that need sorting out. And actually, no. But there are choices that come in. So in the middle of the month, you're getting extra choices, or you're emotionally confused, or you're confused about what's on offer. That's the key phrase there. And it does feel as if you need to then take the situation at hand, whatever this situation is, where this choice is given to you, and you almost have to, with the Five of Swords, we pick up, we do it ourselves. It's, you know, it's just literally where we take control of the situation and do it ourselves, and we don't rely on anybody else. So you're going to be confused. You go, right, okay, well, I'm going to get on with it, and then I'm going to do it. Whatever it is that you need to do, you're going to be solely responsible for picking up whatever is left of this situation. I hope it makes sense. I mean, it feels like I'm talking in riddles, but I'm sure I'm not. You're then going to pick up the pieces and decide to do it yourself. It's almost like you're relying on somebody else, and actually you decide, actually, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do this myself. And I'm going to do this myself. And look at how this resolves for you. You've got the Empress card. Now, the Empress card is the card about abundance, creation. You can see she's Mother Nature. She's fertility, abundance. She's just, she gives birth to new ideas, new situations. It's a wonderful, wonderful card. So as a result of you just deciding, right, okay, I know this is going to be a bit tricky, because when you get confused, you're like, oh, Virgos don't really enjoy this indecisive phase. But as a result of moving through that, you do then decide, you know, you feel you're waiting on other people, but actually you decide to get on with it yourself. And as a result of that, you have the Empress, which gives birth to the creativity side of the situation and allows this growth. So say, for example, you're worrying about money, then at the end of the month, you decide to tackle this situation yourself. And as a result, you're able to grow abundantly, or grow abundance, you know, because that's what she does. She creates. So I hope that that makes sense to you. Now, interesting, you've got the love. Now, I think that actually what we need to do is we need to pour some love onto a situation. I do also feel here that there is a connection here. I'm going to bring through the mother energy here as well, that actually it's about you resolving. It does feel like this is a resolution, a resolving here, the completion and the natural evolutionary change with regards to a motherhood role. So this can be that there's a change within your role as a mother, you know, that you're kind of allowing an independence to be involved here. So say, for example, if your children have just left a particular area of school, or if you've got a mother situation around there, then the key of this is that the mother, there's an independence. And when I'm trying to say, what I'm trying to say is that if you're the mother, the children are going to fly the nest and they're going to be creating some independence or some gap or some separation, okay? If you are the child, then your mother will. So there's an independence and a gap here that's going to come through as well. I do feel that that is here. There's like a separation when you go, fine, okay, I'm going to let you get on with it yourself. That does feel as if it's an additional layer here that's going on as well around the financial situation. So maybe they aren't going to be costing you as much. Anyway, so that's it. But it does feel as if you actually have to, even though we've got the romance side of things, you are actually, this doesn't feel necessarily around the love side of things. This is about your love as a mother or for a mother. You know, you've got that kind of loving, general loving feeling that comes through as opposed to romance. So I know it says romance on the card, but it doesn't feel like that because of the tarot cards. It feels as if you need that loving energy to go through the month of July for you. So I hope that made sense. It does feel as if I was slightly waffling there, but I was actually just reading through the cards, and that it just persisted that this mother energy was coming through. So I listened to spirit with that, and hopefully that's made sense to you. As I say, I always say, if it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't. That's fine. Also check out your moon and or your rising signs. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for your time, Virgo. Bye-bye.